Imagine waking up from a disturbing dream where you felt hunted or kidnapped, only to discover that what happened in your sleep was not just a fantasy. Instead, it was a reflection of a real battle being waged to weaken you, O chosen one. The story is not about weakness, but about the strength that is provoked when they try to break your protection. While you were in your stillness, in moments some thought were weak, a great debate erupted around you. This debate was not caused by your outward strength, but by the deep embarrassment of even attempting to compete with you. The secret observers. There was someone watching you in secret, studying your details with persistence, contemplating how you rise from the stumbles that bring others down, and how the blows in your life turn into lessons, then into strength. Then, things began to take another turn. Your presence alone became a revealer of the falsehood of the most powerful claims made by others. What was plotted against you was never random. It was a precise preparation involving more than one person. They entered thinking they knew their way and that they were experts in reading the worlds of the unseen and the soul. The strategy of the attackers. To give you an example, one of them stepped forward, bold in speech, full of claims, possessing enough skill to convince those around him of his importance. But what makes the story more mysterious is what was left unsaid. Missing information, an unheeded warning, or a doubt tickling the chest. Perhaps there was an elder or someone experienced in life who felt from the start that approaching you was no simple matter. They entered the confrontation prepared, and their plan was clear: to attack during a time of heedlessness. They chose the moment of sleep, where a human is in their most vulnerable outward state. They wanted to open gaps through fear or open gateways to your soul to sow turmoil, to disturb your stillness so that you would wake up exhausted, hesitant, and lacking self-certainty. They wanted to plant whispers and negative thoughts to diminish your energy and your status. Their goal was to create cracks in your protection to be exploited later. The search for your secret. But, my dear friend, the deeper goal was none of this. They were searching for your secret, that hidden uniqueness in your makeup, the way your wounds heal, and the method by which you transform harm into elevation. They wanted to know how you receive attacks and then reformulate them internally into strength and insight. For them, this is spiritual information of great value to be stolen or traded by tongues. Divine protection. They collaborated, planned, and distributed tasks. Who would distract, who would distort, and who would try to reach what does not belong to them. Their confidence was high, and their arrogance was higher. But what they did not account for was the level of preservation surrounding you. Remember always the morning and evening supplications, Adkar, for they are vital. This is the high level of preservation that surrounds you, O chosen one. The protection was not heedless, and divine care was not asleep. There is a divine plan deeper than all their calculations. The reversal of the plot. At the moment the transgression began, what they did not realize was summoned, and their matter was exposed where their hands could not reach. The wisdom of God preceded their cunning. They tried to hide. Some even tried to impersonate your essence, thinking that the soul could be stolen just as appearances are. Here their complete ignorance appeared. Truth is known, insight is not deceived, and what is for God cannot be forged. Once their intentions were exposed, the scene flipped. They didn't find a vacuum. They found a confrontation they didn't expect. The methods prepared to confuse you backfired on them. The fear they wanted to plant lived in their own hearts. The exhaustion they planned became the cause of their own collapse. At that decisive moment, something unexpected happened. What they wanted to take from you opened doors of understanding for you that were not available before. The key to elevation. Latent abilities and means of healing suited for your path awoke within you. It was as if the ordeal was the key, and the apparent break was the gateway to promotion. This is a strange paradox. Their attempt to stop you was the reason for your accelerated elevation. The failure of false alliances. During this, one of them sought help from a partner he thought was a support. But when a relationship is built on interest rather than sincerity, loyalty vanishes at the first test. This is how bonds that are not based on truth end. We know this well. Friendships built on self-interest do not last. They return to their reality changed, burdened by what they had earned, while you emerged with a deeper understanding, firmer stability, and unshakable certainty. O chosen one. Final message. Strength from within. Know that your path is not one of noise and appearances. Your solitude is not weakness, but a space for reordering. Your uniqueness is not a curse, but a trust. The spiritual path is not about chasing the unseen or struggling with every shadow or dark entity, but in the sincerity of direction, purity of intention, and the abundance of daikar, remembrance of God. When the heart is upright, doors open. When the internal self calms and is illuminated by the remembrance of God, reversals and knots are broken, and the true light and transformation begin. This is a message from the Sigma Channel, a space for self-discovery and building spiritual strength from within. Share your story with us and tell us how you faced your difficulties and how you crafted a refined consciousness from your solitude. Conclusion. They were in total confusion about what happened. They watch you, notice you, and talk about you, but they did not understand what turned against them so quickly. They clung to weak hopes that failure could be hidden or reputation saved, but the reality fell heavy upon them. Disagreements exploded violently among them as they faced the echo of their resounding failure.